If you're still running Facebook ads like it's 2022, you are burning money. Facebook's AI is fundamentally changing the way advertising works, and the old playbook is actually hurting your results. In this video, I'm gonna cover 5 non-negotiables you guys need to understand and master if you guys wanna succeed in the AI era of Facebook advertising. If we've never met before, my name's Stephen Blackburn. I'm the co-founder of Rich From Anywhere. We are a marketing mentorship company, and over the past decade, we've spent millions of dollars on Facebook ads across countless ad accounts. We've helped people make millions, we've made millions. So everything I share in this video and across this whole entire channel is not theory. This is from actual experience, not just regurgitated, recycled information from other people's videos. All right, secret number 1, messaging is the new targeting. So most people, when they start running Facebook ads, they want to find their ideal client, which makes sense. So what they do is they go in and they start plugging in all these interests and they try to tell the algorithm exactly who they're trying to find, right? And they get super specific. Like, I'm trying to reach women between the ages of 35 and 45 who like yoga, who have a Dalmatian as a pet, and have a master's degree. And yes, you actually can target that person on Facebook, right? But that doesn't mean that you should. That's 2022 thinking, okay? And that's actually hurting you in today's era. You have to understand that Facebook has over 5 billion active users and it collects 52,000 data points on every single user, right? So it knows what type of content they like, what type of websites they're searching on. It's listening to their conversations. Like, it's crazy. It knows people better than they know themselves. And honestly, when you're going in and you're targeting very, very specific like that, you're telling this super smart AI to ignore all the data that it has and to only look at these 5,000 people. It's like driving around and you have Google Maps on your phone and you choose to just use one of the old paper maps instead. Your job is not to tell Facebook who to target anymore. It's to tell it what message resonates with that person. The businesses that are winning right now are the ones that are using broad targeting and laser focused messaging. Let me give you a real example. So one of our students is a fitness coach, right? And she's trying to target, women who want to work out and get fit. So at first she was targeting women who were interested in weight loss, which sounds logical, right? And her cost per lead was about $11. So when she joined our program, what we did was we broadened up her targeting. We said, okay, let's literally just do women from 25 to 55. And what we did was we changed the ad copy to speak directly to busy women who felt guilty for not having time for themselves. She relaunched that campaign and her cost per lead dropped to $2.40. The reason why that happened is because Facebook's AI went out and found people who resonated with that message, even if they never signaled on Facebook that they were interested in weight loss, but they were still her perfect ideal client. Are you starting to see how this works? Okay, secret number 2, let AI control your budget. Believe it or not, Facebook's AI is way better at getting the most from your budget than you are. I don't know if you know this, but 97% of Facebook's revenue comes from advertising, aka literally people like you and me that are spending money on ads. So trust me, Facebook wants you to get good results, okay? So I want you guys to start changing the way that you look at Facebook. Stop looking at it like an enemy that you need to outsmart and start looking at it like a partner that you need to trust. Facebook has a feature called campaign budget optimization. And this is a little toggle that you switch on. And it's like literally having a data scientist working for your account, making sure that your budget is being spent at the right time, at the right place, on the right audience. And it's doing all this while you're sleeping, while you're not paying attention at all. It's completely automated. So if you're still using all those old strategies of like stacking 15 different ad sets inside of one campaign and trying to outsmart the algorithm and see which one is working, dude, that's old strategies. You're way better off consolidating those 15 ad sets into 1 or 2 and letting Facebook's AI do all the heavy lifting for you. Long story short, if you want to dominate with meta ads now and in the future, you have to get comfortable with this idea that Facebook is better at managing your budget than you are because it's processing millions of data points every single second and you're not. Secret number 3, insourcing over outsourcing. Because of the rise of AI, all of these marketing tools are just getting easier to use. And the old days of needing a third-party agency to run all your ads are dying because it's just not necessary anymore. Agencies are basically like the Blockbuster Video of the marketing world. Now, 10 years ago, it made sense to outsource to an agency because this stuff was complicated. It was technical. Trust me, we used to be an agency, so I know all about it. But the fact of the matter is, it's getting so easy nowadays, it's not necessary to hire an agency anymore. Plus, when you hire an agency, you have to understand that you are not their only client. They're probably servicing 50, 100, 500 other clients at the same exact time. So it's virtually impossible for them to understand your business, your customers, and your message the way that you do. And on top of that, most of them are just using the same cookie cutter strategies across all of their different accounts. It's basically like going to a restaurant and everyone in the restaurant just orders the same exact dish, but they just get a different garnish. So the new wave is actually running ads yourself, or just having one or two people on your team that run all your ads and they act as your in-house marketing team. This could be a spouse, a friend that you trust, or even somebody on your team that you have right now, and just get them trained. So instead of spending $5,000, $10,000 on an external agency, you can get the same exact results with a fraction of the cost. And even if you were to spend the same amount of money, like pay your in-house marketing team the same amount, the reason why it would still get better is because this one person is 100% dedicated to your business. They're not managing 200 different accounts. So all they do is just wake up and eat, sleep, and breathe. How can I grow your business? You're going to get way better bang for your buck by doing it this way. It's a much leaner and cleaner way to run your marketing division. And honestly, we've seen so many great results, and I know that you could do the same thing. By the way, if you want us to come in and train you and your team, this is a service that we provide. We actually come in, train you and your team on how to run ads profitably. We give you the frameworks, what metrics to look at. We give you the templates. We give you everything. So by the time we're done training you, you're running ads like a professional agency, and you'll never have to hire an agency again. And we've done this many times, like Clay, for instance, who came to us and he was spending thousands of dollars a month on an agency. We came in, trained his team, and now his team is getting better results than the agency was. So needless to say, he fired that agency shortly after. I'll drop a link in the description if you guys want to jump on a call and discuss that further. By the way, if you're enjoying this video and you want to see more content like this, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and you hit the bell notification. Most people forget to do that, and then they're not notified when we drop new strategies. So go ahead and do that right now, and I appreciate your support. Secret number 4, use AI to power your ad creation. Look, you don't need to be a creative genius anymore to come up with the right words to say and know what type of videos to use. That's the old days. We now have AI to help us do all that stuff. And by the way, I'm not just talking about third-party AI tools. Facebook has built-in AI features that will generate images for you, even write your primary text for you. And honestly, it's pretty good. Like if you have a product-based business, you can upload a photo of your product inside of Facebook and it will swap out the background and make it look like a really cool professional mock-up. Even if you upload an image of yourself, it will change the background and make it like a new feel so you can split test different variations of that image. It's pretty wild. Just be careful because sometimes it will literally make you look like someone who is not you. So be careful with the image generation. And then the primary text is pretty good too. If you put in one ad copy like example, it will basically start creating all these different variations for you, right? So sometimes it creates some pretty good stuff, sometimes not so much. I think it's going to get better. Like this is the first generation of it, but over the next couple of years, this stuff is going to become so good. It's going to start understanding your brand voice, your personality, and it's going to be able to infuse that directly into the primary text. But for now, we definitely still like to use things like Claude and ChatGPT to really dial in our message and make it sound just like us. There are prompts that you can use that will literally supercharge your ads like crazy. Like I actually put one prompt together that will literally double, maybe even triple your sales if you use it. I revealed the whole strategy on this video right here. Just check it out when you get a chance. It's pretty crazy. Secret number 5, pixels plus conversion API is AI's brain food. And what does that mean? Okay, well, you got to understand that a pixel is like a little piece of code that goes on your website. And this code basically tracks all the behavior on your website. So when people click on your ad, they go to the website and then the pixel is tracking all the behavior. It sees everything that's going on and then it sends that data back over to Facebook. So now Facebook knows, which ads are actually making you sales and which ones are not making you sales, right? It's the way that your website and Facebook communicate with each other. That is what the pixel does. Back in 2020, this iOS 14 thing happened, and basically that allowed people to stop the pixel from tracking them. So then what happened is we created something called Conversions API, which basically still tracks people, but it doesn't track them from the browser. It tracks them from the server, so the back end of the actual website itself. So even though people were opting out and saying, don't share my data, don't track me, the Conversions API was still tracking people, right? So between pixels and Conversion API, this is basically the information that you're feeding to Facebook, and Facebook is getting all this information and it's making your ad account smarter. So if you don't have the pixel and conversion API set up, your pixel is basically blindfolded and forgetful. It doesn't know anything that's going on, and your ads are just not going to progress and get smarter. So you have to have the pixel installed. You have to have conversion API installed. We have videos on our channel that talk about the pixel and how to install it and everything. I don't believe we have anything for conversions API yet, but if you guys want, comment below. And if we get enough requests, maybe I'll do a training on how to set up conversions API as well. It's free to do, and it's very powerful, right? And I definitely recommend that you guys do that. But the whole point is, guys, is that Facebook's pixel and conversion API and all these technologies is literally what feeds the AI machine learning, and it makes your pixels smarter. It makes your ads run better and optimized. And if you're not using these tools, you're, like I said, you're just running ads in the dark and throwing spaghetti at the wall. And there are people that are spending hundreds of thousands a month that don't have their pixel set up properly, and they're losing out on so much money. Like, for instance, one of our students, I won't mention their name, but we audited one of their accounts. And they had a campaign that spent 60 grand on one campaign, and the agency that set it up did not set the pixel up correctly. So basically what that means is they spent 60 grand and no information was coming back into the campaign. So they don't know if they were getting results or not. They don't know if they were getting any calls booked. They don't know if they were making any sales. All the data was just flatlined because the pixel wasn't set up properly. Imagine spending 60 grand and not even knowing if it even got you anything in return, right? That sucks, right? And all we did was we went in there and we helped her set it up properly and relaunched it, and she's good moving forward. But these are the types of things that are happening every single day when you're just not knowledgeable about this stuff. But just imagine if this student would have never hired us to come in and train her and her team, we would have never caught the mistake. And imagine she could have just kept making that same mistake over and over and over again. Imagine how many millions of dollars we saved them just by identifying this one problem. So hopefully this has helped you guys understand where Facebook is going. Now, if you guys are ready for a no BS, no fluff tutorial on how to set up a profitable Facebook ad from top to bottom, click this video right here and get started.